Hey guys, how are you all? It's Friday. Today is NTI day 17. I'm sure that you all know this by now, but there is no new NTI work today. Today we are calling it a catch-up day. We want you all to make sure that you have all of your assignments finished and turned in electronically through Google Classroom. So please make sure that you have both of those things. I really encourage you all to get on iReady. It's supposed to be absolutely beautiful out today. Please get outside and get lots of fresh air. Next week is spring break, so no new NTI work next week. I hope that you all can enjoy the week with your family, and I hope that the weather's nice that you can get outside and play a lot next week. I'm going to read to you all chapter 17 in our book because of Winn, Dixie. Well, Litmus came home from the war, said Miss Franny as she went on with her story, and found himself alone. And he sat down on what used to be the front step of his house, and he cried and cried. He cried just like a baby. He missed his mama, and he missed his daddy, and he missed his sisters, and he missed the boy he used to be. When he finally finished crying, he had the strangest sensation. He felt like he wanted something sweet. He wanted a piece of candy. He hadn't had a piece of candy in years, and it was right then that he made a decision. Yes, ma'am. Litmus W. Block figured the world was a sorry affair and that it had enough ugly things in it, and what he was going to do was concentrate on putting something sweet in it. He got up and started walking. He walked all the way to Florida, and the whole time he was walking, he was planning. Planning what? I asked. Why, planning the candy factory. Did he build it? I asked. Of course he did. It's still standing out on Fairville Road. That old building? Said Amanda. That big spooky one? It is not spooky, said Miss Franny. It was the birthplace of the family fortune. It was there that my great-grandfather manufactured the Litmus Lozenger, a candy that was famous for the world. I've never heard of it, said Amanda. Me neither, I said. Well, said Miss Franny, they aren't made anymore. The world, it seems, lost its appetite for Litmus Lozengers. That's a hard word to say. But I still happen to have a few. She opened the top drawer of her desk. It was full of candy. She opened the drawer below it. It was full of candy, too. Miss Franny Block's whole desk was full of candy. Would you care for a piece of this candy? She asked Amanda and me. Yes, please, said Amanda. Sure, I said. Can Winn-Dixie have one too? I have never known a dog that cared for hard candy, said Miss Franny, but he is welcome to try one. Miss Franny gave Amanda one, and me too. I unwrapped one and held it out to Winn-Dixie. He sat up and sniffed it and wagged his tail and took the candy from between my fingers real gentle. He tried to chew on it, and when that didn't work, he just swallowed the whole thing in one gulp. Then he wagged his tail at me and lay back down. I ate my candy slow. It tasted good. It tasted like root beer and strawberry and something else. I didn't have a name for it, something that made me feel kind of sad. I looked over at Amanda. She was sucking on her candy and thinking hard. Do you like it? Miss Franny asked me. Yes, ma'am, I told her. What about you, Amanda? Do you like the candy? Yes, ma'am, she said. But it makes me think of things, and it kind of makes me feel sad. I wondered what in the world Amanda Wilkinson had to feel sad about. She wasn't new to town. She had a mama and a daddy. I had seen her with them in church. There's a secret ingredient in there, Miss Franny said. I know it, I told her. I can taste it. What is it? Sorrow, Miss Franny said. Not everybody can taste it. Children especially seem to have a hard time knowing it's there. I taste it, I said. Me too, said Amanda. Well then, Miss Franny said, you've probably both had your share of sadness. I had to move away from Watley and leave all my friends, I said. That is one sadness I have had. And Dunlap and Stevie Dewberry are always picking on me. That's another sadness. And the biggest one, my biggest sadness, is that my mama left me when I was still small, and I can hardly remember her. I keep hoping I'll meet her, and she'll tell me some stories. It makes me miss Carson, said Amanda. She sounded like she was going to cry. I have to go. And she got up and almost ran out of the Herman W. Block Memorial Library. "Who's Carson?" I asked Miss Franny. She shook her head. "Sorrow," she said. "It is a sorrow-filled world." "But how do you put that in a piece of candy?" I asked her. "How do you get that taste in there?" "That's the secret," she said. "That's why Litmus made a fortune. He manufactured a piece of candy that tasted sweet and sad at the same time. Can I have a piece to take to my friend Gloria Dump, and another one to take to Otis down at Gertrude's Pets, and one for the preacher, and one for Sweetie Pie, too?" "You may have as many as you want," said Miss Franny. So I stuffed my pockets full of the candy, and I thanked Miss Franny for her story, and I checked out Gone with the Wind, which was a very big book. And I told Winn Dixie to get up, and the two of us left and went over to Gloria Dump's. I rode right past the Dewberry's house. Dunlap and Stevie were playing football in the front yard, and I was just getting ready to stick my tongue out at them. But then I thought about Miss Franny and what she had said about war being bad, and I thought about what Gloria Dump said about not judging them too hard. And so I just waved instead. They stood and stared at me, and when I was almost all the way past, I saw Dunlap put his hand up and wave back. "Hey!" he hollered. "Hey, Opal!" I waved harder, and I thought about Amanda Wilkinson and how it was neat that she liked a good story the same as I did. And I wondered again, who was Carson? It's a mystery. I love you all very much. I miss you all from the bottom of my heart. I think about you all the time. I hope that you're doing well, and I really hope that I get to see you all soon. Bye, guys. Have a great day.